All right, so I recently purchased the True Story of the Royal Rumble. This is a three-disc set. A couple months ago, when I heard about this DVD that was coming out, I was really excited. The Royal Rumble is like one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. I just love the concept. I thought it would be kind of like the True Story of WrestleMania. This is a very good DVD, a really good documentary. Highly recommend this DVD. Unfortunately, this one is not like that, and I know I've like watched a lot of reviews about this DVD, and they're not positive reviews. Uh, they do have the documentary; it's kind of short. One of the things I was looking forward to when I heard about this, they're going to release this a couple months ago. I was hoping that they would talk more about the setup of the Royal Rumble match. For example, like how do these guys know when they come out who to eliminate, who's going to last longer, all that stuff. Like the whole like concept of building up to the Rumble. Like how do you create that match? Now, if you listen to Bruce Pritchard's Something to Wrestle With, it's his podcast. I highly recommend this podcast. If you're a wrestling fan, definitely listen to that. I usually listen to that on the drive home from work. Um, Highly recommend it. He did a whole show about the 1997 Royal Rumble, and they do discuss like how Bruce and Pat Patterson would create the entire match. Like they would discuss how what they needed in each match, who was going to eliminate who's going to last longer, and he discussed how like each Rumble match they would always want like the Iron Man, the one that's going to last the longest. And they also want comedy bits inside in the match. Also include some feuds, current feuds, and then the creation of new feuds within the Royal Rumble match. So let's get to this DVD now. It's I love the cover. I thought the cover is really good. Now I don't really buy WWE DVDs anymore, especially now with the network. I don't see the point. Especially like I don't know anybody would buy like the pay per view DVDs anymore unless you collect it. I understand, but like it's on the network. Unless they do something special with those DVDs, the pay per view DVDs, if they add like special features, behind the scene footage, alternate commentary, something that makes you want to buy the DVD because you get something extra. But now everything's on the network, so then WWE's not in the pay per view business anymore, and they're not in the DVD business anymore. So we got this, and then uh, sorry. So this is what you got here. Pretty cool, cover. Here is the back. The back right here. Side view. Okay, so let's get to again the documentary. You're not going to learn anything new in the documentary. It's not going to like explain how the matches are set up. I mean, in the beginning, you have Pat Patterson talking about because he was the one that created the match, and he said it was basically a spin-off of a battle royal. And instead of having all the guys in the ring at the same time, they would take turns every 2 minutes. A new how it is. So they talk about the origins, and then nothing new in the documentary that you don't know about. Now let's go to the matches. Now disc one would have the documentary. It's a short documentary. Disc two, the first match we'll have was the 1988 Royal Rumble match. That was the first Royal Rumble match. It was 20 man, not 30 man. It was won by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I never saw that match before, so again, all these matches you can see on the WWE Network, so you don't really need this DVD. What's good about it, because if you go to the WWE Network, you would have to switch to each pay-per-view, fast forward to each. So it makes it kind of convenient that you can just put the DVD in and just watch these certain matches. We have from the Royal Rumble in January '91, the Rockers versus the Orient Express. Again, I don't know why they choose some of these matches on here. Some of these don't really make sense. And then we have Royal Rumble '91, another '91 match, Ultimate Warrior against Sergeant Slaughter for the WWE title. I don't know why they included this because I thought this was included in the Warrior DVD, but maybe they included this because this was the first time the WWE Championship changed hands at a Royal Rumble pay per view. Then we had the 1994 Royal Rumble match. This is the one where Lex Luger and Bret Hart both went over the top rope, and they were declared both winners of that Rumble. I don't remember anything else about it, how good the Rumble was. Then we also have Royal Rumble '97. We have Psycho Sid versus Shawn Michaels. Again, if you listen to Bruce Pritchard's podcast that he did, I think a week ago, covering the 1997 Royal Rumble, you know the whole backstory of this match, and that Shawn Michaels had the flu, so they had to cut the match short. Then we have Taz versus Kurt Angle, Royal Rumble 2000. Again, I'm not too sure why they selected those type of matches. Taz debut, I guess, and then we have disc 3. We have the 2001 Royal Rumble match, which was won by Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was his third Rumble match that he won. And also in the match, you saw it was like the Kane dominated the match. I think he had like 11 eliminations. We also have the 2007 Royal Rumble match, and I think the Undertaker won that one, and it came down to the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Then we have CM Punk versus The Rock from the Royal Rumble 2013, and then the last match, which I don't understand, they have from Royal Rumble 2016, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. Now I understand the whole women movement. I'm all for it, and I you know, the women wrestling has been amazing. But do we really need in a Royal Rumble DVD Charlotte versus Becky Lynch? I mean, could they have just put like another Rumble match on here? But one match that was left off here was Shawn Michaels versus Triple H from Royal Rumble 2004. I think it was like a no holds barred match. I just remember. I mean, I can't believe they didn't include that. That was like one of the best matches, and that kind of led into WrestleMania 20. But I'm surprised they didn't include that match on there. And so we get Charlotte and Becky Lynch. I think WWE's really taking this women's movement to the next level. You know, I understand. I mean, you want to include a women's match on a DVD. I don't understand. I mean, I would have preferred another match on here. Um, but that's my opinion. Um, and I would say, I mean, I don't really recommend this DVD. Unfortunately, I was a little bit disappointed. Um, I don't know. Again, guys, WWE doesn't really make good DVDs anymore. But if you do collect DVDs and you have to have everything in your collection, you'll definitely buy this.